So I started buying single-family rental properties in 2008. Matter of fact, the first property I bought was here on Rosemont. And I was started to buy at a time when I noticed that neighborhoods were destabilized because of the foreclosure crisis. And families needed to have nice places to live. So I started off buying foreclosures and bought short sales and moved on and ended up purchasing properties through the Wayne County Tax Foreclosure Auction. I would say that at one time, these communities needed investors. They needed investors because there weren't banks available to finance these homes, and so you needed investors to come in to buy properties cash and renovate these dilapidated assets to attract new residents to the neighborhood. I think as time has gone on and property values have improved and the economy has gotten better, I think it's going to start to invite more homeowners to be active in this market space. The other thing that's important to realize too is that not everybody is ready to be a homeowner. Right, so it's okay to come in and rent for a period of time, get your legs under you, get your employment together, get your credit together. But it's also important that we as investors are helping these homeowners, educating them about credit and giving them opportunities to become homeowners. Oftentimes our residents are interested in purchasing the home that they are renting. And so we'll talk to them about what we're willing to sell that home for and can they qualify for financing. And we'll also work with them and try to partner them with organizations and nonprofits that work with credit repair that can assist with financing and try to transition them into home ownership. I've been driving by this home for 10 years. The home is absolutely beautiful. It's got a slate roof. It's got natural stone on the exterior. It's a home that when you drive through an area, it really stands out. So I've been watching this property and just had an opportunity to buy it. It certainly was a bidding war for it. And it's a great house and I look forward to renovating it. There's a lot more intricate work that has to happen when you're doing a historical renovation compared to other homes. We're converting the boiler heat over to forced air. We're putting in all new electrical. The bathrooms are going to be totally renovated. Kitchen is going to be new. We're opening up some walls to enlarge some space and make some more open areas so that it's a better fit for a family. But it's going to be a fantastic house. We're going to do some landscaping. I think it's going to be a great addition to that neighborhood. I'm passionate about the city of Detroit. I'm a native Detroiter. I've seen sort of the city doing really well and also sort of stuck it out here during the hard times. I believe in the city. It's nice to, at this point in my career, start to see that transformation. After doing this for 18 years, I've certainly, come from a time period in which there was a bunch of for sale signs and tall grass, and you understand what's going on in our community in terms of our school system, policing, real estate, retail, office space, and sort of to see this all coming to a place today where this market is being reactivated and population is increasing and neighborhoods are stabilized. It's a fantastic and rewarding experience to know that you are a part of this city that's constantly, it's living, it is breathing, it's constantly evolving. And to know that I'm a participant in that along with other people, it's just, for me, it's meaningful. I tell people I've been doing real estate for 18 years and it took me 15 to become an overnight success. And so there's a lot of hard work that is involved in it, but you certainly can do it. And it's a great way to create wealth is through real estate.
We think that we would be a success story for the tax auction. It's definitely worked for us. We have seen that prices have gone up over the years because there is more interest in the area.
But this was a very weird layout. So back here was this strange bedroom. This was a wall right here. And over here was this tiny kitchen with a double-sided staircase. And back behind there was this weird secret room that we don't even know what was used for. So we converted that into a laundry room. I'm one of the two partners of Restoric Properties. It's one of the companies that we own where we are in the process of acquiring and rehabilitating properties that have spent a few decades in disrepair. So we have a highly concentrated acquisition area, basically bounded by Kercheval, Mack, East Grand, and Maxwell. And so that area is the neighborhood where we saw had not benefited from a lot of the recent investment.
And it's important to note that Reimer and I have been working on Kercheval for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
3 years now, with doing a lot of investment.
4 years now, almost.
4 years in mixed use. So when he said there's this area of disinvestment, we basically centered everything on where we're doing the commercial. And this was the frontier, and it was the edge of West Village. So we had to put together a proposal deck, like a 30-40 page deck, basically outlining this is what we plan to do, this is why the neighborhood is seeing growth, this is why it makes sense, et cetera. And sent that to a lender. And I had to find the lender at a conference because they had just released, there's this lender called Capital Impact, and they were funded through the Chase money that came to the city. And they had just released a neighborhood fund, and they had not closed on a neighborhood yet. We picked their interests, we got the team to come out. We needed Motor City Match to finish that one as well. We were the first recipient of a building grant, but it was great though because of where the money came from, Capital Impact, and we had to give it a name the night before. And we found out.
Yeah, we just made up a brand that stuck.
Well, Garland Stoves. Yeah, so we were like, let's call it the Garland Building, and now it's stuck.
We purchased in 2014. We had our ribbon cutting in 2016. We have 3 apartments above. We have a hair salon, Village Parlor below. This is our project. We call it Kercheval 3. We acquired these buildings in 2016. And this area is already zoned B4 for business, so we got the idea of why not try to get some ground floor retail in these buildings, but we have to supply ADA accessibility.
One of our initial strategies on this, I guess we'll call it second wave of renovation, was to take as tight of a group of properties that we owned and renovate in those areas. What we've done is we've attempted to keep the original ideas of the architecture in place, but try to meld them with the sort of modern aesthetic that people want. They want open concept kitchens. They want larger floor plans, not so many rooms. So what we've done when we can is we might open up a wall between the kitchen and the dining room. And our intention was always to stabilize that neighborhood and then add to that neighborhood. The properties that we're buying almost exclusively, these are not occupied properties. These are not occupiable properties. They are completely blown out. All the photos you see online of the ruin porn of these small homes, every bit of the worst of it is what we're buying. Holes in everything, no salvageable wiring, plumbing, mechanical, anything, right? So much of it has to come out, not to mention presence of asbestos and of course lead paint. There was so much filth in there that the walls were basically moving. So we had to rip out everything in there except for the floors, which we were able to restore and are beautiful. The roof was also coming off of the walls, so we had to re-support those walls and re-secure them and attach them to the roof so they didn't come off. So this was a fairly dramatic property.
So along with the houses, the duplexes, and the single families that we acquired, we also had a lot of lots, either through the tax auction or through the side lot program. Yeah, for the community, and we're not just doing the homes, we also want to activate these lots. So on this one in particular, we're looking to put in some standalone grills, some picnic tables, and then have an open community space that's maintained by us, but that's everybody in the community is welcome to it.